Hi guys, I'm Joe. This is the Horrible Business Owner channel. Today we're going to talk about loans. I'm going to talk to you about my first SBA loan. I'm going to talk to you about what scares me about my current loan. So when we started out, we had no experience in the restaurant industry and we had no experience in the retail industry. So every lender that we talked to said that SBA was going to be our only option. SBA is the Small Business Administration, and those loans are written through a local bank. So we picked a local SBA lender. We talked to them. We said, this is what we're trying to do. We put together the business plan. We turned in everything. And they said, we'd be happy to back your loan. What we didn't realize is that it's not the SBA that writes the terms. It is the bank. So when we went to our local bank and they gave us terms, the loan had to be paid off in 7 years. So we had a fixed interest rate for 7 years, but they took the collateral in the building that we had already owned. They took a personal guarantee, and we had to sign over the equity in our personal house and our other business. So if anything went wrong, our entire life would have been fire sailed and the bank would have been made whole and we would have been out. Because we didn't realize that the bank was setting the terms, we thought that if we went to another SBA lender, it was just going to be the same loan. So we didn't worry about it. We said, it's going to be tight, but we're going to work this out. So we signed the loan documents, and 2 years in, we realized we really were in trouble. We were working hard in order just to keep afloat. So I called the SBA and I said, hey, look, we need to renegotiate these terms. We're having a hard time. And the SBA explained to us that those terms were set by the bank and that we signed off on it. So they looked it up and they said that they can see that we supplied a building, and at least the portion that the building could have covered could have been financed over 30 years. And we were shocked. We didn't know. So we went back to our bank and we said, hey, we're struggling. We really need to renegotiate these terms or get a new loan. And we found out that you cannot refinance an SBA loan with an SBA loan. So we had to go to a conventional loan. And what the bank explained to us is that they were only on the hook for 25% of our loan, which we had already paid back. So the bank had zero chance of defaulting on any portion of our loan because the government was going to cover the other 75%. So they didn't want to renegotiate our loan. We had to go to another lender and get a conventional loan. And this is where we realized that we really made a big mistake. What the bank had done was they had secured their loan or their portion of the loan with all of the assets that we had accumulated. So they knew from the day that we signed the loan that they had a 0% possibility of losing any money. They were likely to make money on our project, and we were going to be the ones that were at risk. The moral of the story is that even if you're getting an SBA loan because you know you have to, you should check with multiple SBA lenders and see what their terms are. We were unaware that the bank was in the position that they could negotiate whatever terms they wanted, and they were looking out for themselves, which I understand. They're the bank. They're not working for me. They're working for themselves. So I have no hard feelings, but I wish I would have known that before I signed the loan. So in our third year, we were able to find another bank that would give us a conventional loan, get us out of the SBA loan. We had to pay 1% more interest than we were currently paying, but the time frame got stretched out. So we were able to half our loan payment every month. And this allowed us to be in a much more comfortable position as far as keeping the business rolling. However, when we read that loan, there was one thing that was very concerning. There was a clause in the loan that the bank can call the note at any time. So what that means is that the bank can call me and say, hey, Joe, we need you to pay off your loan. And I either have to refinance with another bank or I have to have the cash available to buy out the bank from their position. So I asked my banker about it. I said, hey, what is this clause in here that allows you to call the note at any time? And he said that that clause was added after 2008, and it's there to protect the bank, that in the event of another financial crisis, they can call in the loans. Now, we signed that loan anyway because it was necessary that we lower the monthly payments or we were going to be in trouble anyway. So what we've done since then is that we have paid a little bit extra every month to try to get that number down so that in the event of another financial crisis, we are in a position that we can personally buy out the loan from the business so that the bank is made whole and we don't lose what we've invested our time and effort into. Guys, learn from my mistakes. If you need an SBA loan, you can get one, but go to multiple banks. See which one gives you the best terms. Don't just sign thinking that the government is giving you the same terms no matter where you go. They don't have anything to do with it other than they're backing the project. I hope you learned something, and I hope you have a wonderful week. We'll see you next time.